Most business owners think scaling to 7 figures is about hustling harder. But what if that's actually the reason why so many stay stuck? It's reported that 90% of business owners never grow beyond 6 figures. And that's not because of a lack of effort, but simply because they haven't cracked the code when it comes to systems, processes, and procedures. And the main reason why they haven't cracked the code is because no one's ever explained systems in a way that's relatable and actually makes sense. Here's the thing, these things don't have to be complicated or filled with unnecessary technical jargon. And in this video, I break down the key differences between business systems and processes and procedures, and why it's the real secret behind running a business that doesn't just survive, but scales effortlessly. No BS, no jargon, just the exact strategies that successful entrepreneurs like myself have used to create businesses that grow without them being in the trenches 24/7. So if you want to know more about building systems for your business, then make sure you watch this video to the very end. But before we do, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ryan Jackson, and this is the Millionaire Entrepreneur Academy. And I help service-based business owners scale their companies to 7-figure exits. So make sure you like and subscribe to receive free content like this each and every week, with each video created to help you win at business and take your company to the next level. So let's dive in. Let's start with the big picture, business systems. Essentially, a business system is a simple recipe for running a business smoothly. Just like a recipe tells you what ingredients to use and in what order to cook them, a business system is a series of actions that create an end outcome each and every time. Now, the quality of your systems and how they're set up impact the quality of your outcome. Great systems equate to great service or great product. Shit systems equate to a shit service or shit product. Imagine running a restaurant without a system. Every time a customer orders a burger, the chef makes it differently using random ingredients and, say, inconsistent cooking times. Now, some might taste great, whilst others leave you with food poisoning. The customer simply won't know what to expect, and the restaurant will inevitably lose business. So having systems in your restaurant solves the problem by making sure that every burger is made the same way, ensuring consistency in quality and the same outcome every time. So here's a few examples of business systems that you might find within a typical company. So you have a marketing system, how a business attracts and convinces customers to buy it. So that could be funnels, Facebook ads, email campaigns. And then you have sales systems, how the business closes deals and makes money. Examples, cold calling, scripts, follow-up processes. Then you have customer service systems, how complaints and questions are handled. So you're looking at response times, collecting reviews, refunds. Then you might have hiring systems, a step-by-step process to find and train employees. So that could be posting ads, interviewing, onboarding. Then you have financial systems, how the business manages money. So that's invoices, expenses, and taxes. And so in previous videos on this topic, I've used the example of McDonald's and how their systems were key to their global expansion. But there are many other companies whose success is also a testament to the investment in their systems. Amazon is an example. So when we look at their dominance in e-commerce, it's just on another level. But it's not just because they have a ridiculous amount of products or they were one of the first to create an online marketplace. It's largely because they have a world-class system that makes buying, shipping, and delivery seamless. So when you actually think about the magnitude of their success in such a short period of time, it's crazy and could be largely attributed to the logistics and supply systems, because these ensure that the product reaches customer faster than that of their competitors. So if you order a stainless steel waste bin, it arrives the very next day or even the same day, depending on what you order. So Amazon's world-class systems make buying, shipping, and delivery seamless. And this is why Jeff Bezos is the daddy. Now, I heard an amazing analogy the other day that simply broke down what a business system was, and it went like this. A business system is like a musical band. It's the big picture. It's how everything works together in unison to create a smooth and consistent performance. Just like a band follows a set structure, who plays what, when to start, when to stop. A business system ensures that different parts of your company run together in sync. So using a marketing system as an example, this system ensures that all of your marketing, so that's your Facebook ads, your email campaigns, and content work together to attract customers effectively. And it's that simple. Now moving into business processes and continuing with the musical band example. Your processes are the individual band members playing their instruments. Each member has their own role. One might be playing the guitar, another one on the drums, and another one hitting some vocal notes. These are the different processes that need to happen to create the music in the band. The process of the guitarist is to strum or pick the notes at the right time, while the drummer needs to follow the rhythm and the singer needs to follow the melody. So just like in a band, in business, each process is a specific set of actions that help make the bigger system work. Hopefully this should make sense. But continuing with processes, I want to go back to our restaurant example. Imagine the burger making process. It's not just about the final product, it's about every step along the way. So that's grilling the patty for exactly 2 minutes on each side, toasting the bun, adding the exact amount of sauce, and assembling it in the right order. If any one of these steps are skipped or say done incorrectly, the quality of the burger suffers. That's why processes matter. They make sure that all steps are followed in a particular order so that the system as a whole delivers the same consistent result every single time. So if a new chef comes in and doesn't follow the process, and let's say decides to take it upon himself and cook the patty first, it might result in the burger being cold by the time the customer receives it. And this isn't what you want. So essentially a process is a series of steps that must be followed in the correct order to ensure the system works as intended. Now here's where procedures come in. Now in most cases, procedures are simply referred to as SOPs, which stands for Standard Operating Procedures, or how I like to refer to them as how-to documents. And there's simply your detailed instructions on how to complete each individual step in the process. You know, similar when you open a box of Lego. Procedures are like the sheet of music or the set list for each band member. They're the step-by-step instructions on what to play, when to play it, and how to play it. For example, the drummer has a specific rhythm pattern to follow. The guitarist knows which chords to play, and the singer has the lyrics memorized. These procedures ensure that everything is consistent and that the performance sounds perfect. Without procedures, the band would be lost and the music wouldn't come together. Imagine a hospital with no procedure for sterilizing equipment. Different staff might sterilize tools in different ways. Some might miss important steps or use the wrong chemicals, and some tools might not even be sterilized altogether, resulting in infections and people dying. Okay, I know it's a bit extreme, but it highlights the importance of procedures or having how-to documents so that everyone follows the exact same steps in the same order to achieve the desired outcome. Yeah, safety, consistency, and quality. So putting it all together, your system is the overarching framework area of the business or department that serves a specific function in the business. Example, sales, customer service, or marketing. Your processes, they're the structured sequence of steps within a system that leads to a specific outcome. That could be lead generation, qualifying leads, or closing deals. And your procedure is the detailed step-by-step instructions on how to execute each part of a process. So it could be how to create a Facebook ad for lead generation or how to upload a YouTube video. So hopefully this gives you a better perspective when it comes to the differences between a systems, process, and a procedure. And now you can begin outlining and building and managing your systems and process and procedures properly. They're going to begin working together in harmony like a perfectly tuned band. And this should ultimately be your goal, because when this is done correctly, it equates to freedom for you as a business leader, because the business will be dependent on the systems to run and not dependent upon you, meaning that you can have time off, go on holiday and all the rest without being bombarded with calls and emails, because your business is functioning smoothly and there are systems in place for all eventualities. I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'd really like to know what you thought of the video and if it helped you understand the difference between systems, processes, and procedures and the significance that they have in the success of your business. So please provide your feedback in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.